So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it might be where you are today, or at least at the point that you're watching this video. I am in the southern hemisphere, which means it is bloody hot today, which is terrible. Anyway, we are looking at an average day at the Cat Cafe, which is a very sweet, very cute game that will nevertheless stress you out quite seriously when you are trying to do well at it, because it requires a fair bit of memory and moving around quickly. Although I don't see too many consequences in failing. I don't know, I haven't played too far into it. I just played enough to sort of go, yes, this is the game that I wanted to show you, and to make sure that it worked. Anyway, looking at the starting page, we can look at the About and see the three developers or dev teams or whoever they are that actually built this. Alex apparently did code, Angela did art and code, and John did the audio. And the audio, which I'm assuming is Atmospherium, the audio is pretty damn good. So yeah, this game has been around for a while. I think it was last updated about 3 years ago. So I don't know if the developers are going to take any notice of this and do any more updates based on anything I say. So I'll try and keep the critique down a bit. Nevertheless, let us jump in. Well, let's have a look at the options. All of the quality controls I like to see. Some video controls. I have no idea what this is, but it's a big number, but it's times 0, so okay, good. Anyway, maybe that just means full screen, I don't know. Let us jump in and show some gameplay. We're going to suck a bit at first because I'm going to be showing you guys around rather than doing the actual gameplay, and you'll see what I mean. So this is us in our little shop. We get a little bit of a quote-unquote tutorial. Move around with the WASD keys, E to open something, C to close it, or those other keys. But this is an itch.io game. I'm playing through the browser, not through the download, so escape is a bad one to press. Nevertheless, and then we get instructions on how to make drinks from the menu on the wall, which we'll look at in a moment. So this is our grand opening. We have decided to open this cafe, and that's the storyline, really, and these are the controls. So we move around, duck, and this is the menu that we have a look at. And we can see we make a latte by doing these things, an iced latte by doing those things, and then these things. We can also make cookie lattes by making a nice latte and getting a topping. We can make a boba latte, getting boba from the toppings. Brown sugar latte, get ice pull espresso, get syrup from toppings. Alright, and then it's a latte. Alright, it sounds complicated, but it's actually fairly simple. We're also, some people ask for random crap apparently, but signified as a toilet paper, and a very disturbing thing which needs a plain black coffee. I don't know how to make a plain black coffee. Was it in the list? I guess pulled espresso. I'm not sure how you'd make a plain black coffee. Anyway, so people come in, they hurry over to the menu, and they tell us what we want. So he wants one of those things. So that is, first of all, get a cup, then pull espresso into that cup, then get some milk from the fridge, froth the milk, and he's happy. And he gives us hearts and sits down and drinks his what was that, an espresso? I think so, espresso with fancy foam. Here we have a cute little cat on her phone. She wants an ice latte, which is get an empty cup, put a clear cup, some coffee in. Oh, I didn't get ice. I'm an idiot. So let's get an empty cup, get some ice, pull an espresso, get some milk, froth the milk, and hopefully she is happy with that. Great. He wants the same thing. So empty cup, get some ice, get some espresso, get some milk, foam the milk. He wants that. Oh, and he wants a plain coffee. So let us get one of those. Do I just do that? Does that count? Alright. Oh, another plain coffee. I guess they've had a long night. And he wants a proper one of those. Get some ice. Get one of those, get one of those, get one of those. It's like a pair of fighting cats, I like that. And here is this dude. Okay, he wants one of the fancy toppings. So get one of those, get some ice. Get one of those, get some milk. Froth the milk. And now this is our toppings tray. So how the hell do we make one of those? Is it this thing? Yeah, okay. So I know, it seems insanely complicated. Can I turn the lights on? Because it gets quite dark in here. Can't seem to turn the lights on. But that's fine. And then while we're about it, we can't get there. Sorry, we can pet the cat. Alright, Mr. Strongman wants one of those. Let's give him that. And then the music changes dramatically. Is that this thing? Yes. Alright, and you want a regular, I guess, cappuccino is what this would be called. Get that. Get that. Get that. Alright, it took me a while to learn these drinks things, and I'm still learning them as we go on, which I'm quite glad to be doing. Alright, so you want one of those again. Get that. Get that. Get that. Get that. This was this one? Yeah. You want the same thing. And I mean, well, let me keep going until it's the daytime. When did the duck come in? Did the duck actually, did I serve the duck? I don't even see the customers anymore. I just desperately do things. Oh, okay, so that's a rubber cat. He wants money. The money appears to be here. So I guess he seems happy with that. And he wants random crap apparently. Let's give him the random crap. I don't know if you can hear my cat yelling in the background. She wants to come into the room. But we'll leave her out there for the moment, just while we finish off the day. What do you want? Oh, you want random crap? Sounds like she's being murdered, but she's not. Okay, so you want one of those. You want that. We seem to be quite alright with working, despite the fact that we've just been robbed. Okay, and you want an ice cream one. That's one of those. Oh, day ended. And that's it. And we are chilled out. We get a little bit of summary on the day. We made $16.50. I don't know if we can actually do anything with that money, or if it's just a marker for how well we did for the day. We have faith in humanity. We got a grand total of 4. I guess that's our kind of score. What is this? Is that food? No, it's not food. I don't know what that is. That's Neko. That's cat. Something cat cafe. I don't know that character. Kanji, if that is kanji. Yeah, something Neko cat cafe. Interesting. Anyway, so top reviewer leaves a shining review about incredible froth, and then the next day starts. So let's escape and reload. So that was the gameplay, and I think you could see it. The gameplay was quite a manic display of desperately trying to remember recipes and then serving them up, but also being very cute and chilled at the same time. I don't think this is a high stress game, really. Jokes aside, I mean it can be quite stressful trying to fill the recipes, but also there doesn't seem to be a lot of consequences for failing. The customers get a bit mean and wander off, but I had that during my playtesting. It didn't really affect my gameplay much, so I mean the difficulty is low. This is more just a cool, cozy, relaxing, wholesome game, at least the bits that I have played. It does warn us about the customers who come at night. We did get robbed, but it was a very, very chill robbing. I guess come and play it and see and find out. If you want, you should come and play the game. Find out how it twists, if it does in fact twist. Otherwise, just have a cool, chilled, relaxing day. I mean, this picture really says it all. I'm going to use that as my thumbnail, because that is I think the vibe of the game over there. That is the essence. You can see this guy's asking for a bottle of something at night time. I didn't get anybody asking me for a bottle of something, though I did unlock it. And there are more things that unlock. I think there's food that you unlock on the third day and stuff like that. So yeah, as a cafe simulator, there's plenty of gameplay to play here. I do heartily recommend it. The link is in the description. Come and play it. Yeah, so if you are just here for the gameplay, please don't forget to like if you liked the video so far. I think it was quite fun. Dislike if you disliked it. Either way, please leave me a comment telling me what you liked, telling me what you disliked. Let me know how you felt about the game, because I think this game is really good. It's on the popular page in itch.io, which means other people also think it's good, so come and play it. It is worth playing. And yeah, if you want to see me review more indie games, I'm slowly getting better at it, bit by bit, day by day. So hit that subscribe button and stick around to when I'm actually doing good reviews. I think they're okay so far, but yeah, don't forget to leave those comments and tell me what you think I could improve. Let's go through our usual critiques for this game, just to finish off the video. So if you're not here for the critiques, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. If you are here for the critiques, well, the UI was fine. I had a bit of an argument through Firefox trying to get the game to full screen in a comfortable way, and it just didn't want to know about it. And then I opened it here in Chrome, and I just clicked on the game to make it sort of primary, as it were, the window, and it full screened itself. So yeah, fiddle with the full screen. I think maybe try and use the in-game full screen rather than the itch.io little full screen button in the corner. That might work a bit better. But yeah, I don't know. Good luck with that. Otherwise, there is a downloadable version, and as always, if you really want to play the game and you don't want to play it through the browser, it's often quite easy to get the download versions working just fine, and it's a name your own price. And yeah, there's Mac. Okay, don't use the jam versions. Apparently, they have a few less features. That's specifically for a jam. I'd rather use the versions just below that. Yeah, to play the game properly and enjoy it. And I'm actually really surprised this game hasn't gone to Steam. But it doesn't seem to have. Maybe they're working on other games. I haven't looked at the View All by Angela and Co. But I would not be surprised to see them doing Steam stuff, because these guys seem to be pretty professional. It's a pretty polished game. Sounds are fine. The music was good, a little bit relentless. I think something a little more lo-fi might have been a bit more appropriate. I don't know what quite the vibe they're going for here is, and the music gets kind of quite intimidating and scary at one point, but not really scary things are happening. So yeah, I mean, it's really good music. I'm just not quite sure if there's either a vibe mismatch or I'm missing the vibe. It could be either way, but otherwise, yeah, sounds are great. Everything works well. It's probably missing that kind of layer of background sounds for the cafe or something like that, and I would pull the music back a bit and fuzz it out a bit to make it seem like it is playing in a cafe rather than playing in a game, just for the immersion factor. That's just me. Otherwise, yeah, sounds great. Art is absolutely fantastic. It's a little tricky figuring out what drink they're trying to give you, because the finished product of the drink looks a little different to the toppings. It took me a moment to get used to it. I don't think I've served a boba tea, actually. Somebody asked for it and I didn't recognize it in the icon, and gave them like an iced latte or something. Or you can give the people the wrong drink and they get a bit mad with you, but they still go away, as opposed to waiting for them to get no drink and then they just go away really mad. Yeah, so I mean, the art is stunning, and the sort of the game end or menu scene is absolutely beautiful. So that art is fantastic. The in-game art is great. I love the little characters, whimsical as somebody called them. I love the design and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I'm rambling on about the art. The art is fantastic. Gameplay is good. It's a good, panically fill orders type game. It can be fun. It can also be stressful. I think if I had the game design reins, I personally would have gone for customers coming in kind of like, oh, what's that game with the mad kitchen where you try to fill all the orders and there's just like a row of orders at the top, and you can fill them in any order. They do time out, obviously according to the order that they've arrived in. So they are time limited each, but you can, if you start accidentally doing one that fits in sort of a later order, you can then fill that order. So it'd be nice if they came and placed the order, then went and sat down, and you could just put the orders on there, and then sort of say, come and get it, like a fast food place does, and then they get up and they come and fetch it from the thing, and then either leave with it or sit down again and drink it, and that kind of stuff. That would have been quite a nice sort of gameplay element, where you're not serving the guy at the front of the queue. He is passing his order and then getting out of the way. And it would also be nice if you could hire an assistant, so you could then he would then take the orders and they would appear at the top of the screen, and then you would fulfill them while he deals with the customers, or she. Yeah. And my final critique is always the kind of the immersion factor. I would like to know more about this cafe. I would like more idea of what the customers are kind of saying and things like that. Stuff to pull me in and give me a connection with the player character, with the cafe, and that kind of stuff. The game is missing a little bit of that. That would probably take it to the next level to flesh it out with storyline and things. Again, I didn't play very far into it. I'm going to. So I don't know if that storyline does eventually start coming through, sort of apparently like you unlock food in day 3 and things like that, so maybe there are more unlocks that tell more of the story when it goes through. I don't know what you have to do with the money. I don't know what you have to do with the faith in humanity rating. Maybe that's if you fail too many times, that goes down and you eventually lose the cafe as the things get more complicated. I don't know. It feels a little bit to me like there's two game concepts that are battling here. I like to see blended games, but sometimes the blending doesn't work, because here you have a chill, slice of life game about, here is this cute cafe and you're just doing cafe things. And then you also have a panic running out of time game where it's, here are these orders, you better do them quickly, you're going to fail if you don't do these orders quickly. And then maybe a hint of a third game, like it gets really dark at night and here's someone who is asking for weird stuff. I don't know, where is the game going that way? So yeah, there's like 2.5 game concepts that are fighting for supremacy here. And from a game design view, I personally, because I like more chilled out games than urgent speed games, I would have slowed down the ordering system and kind of made it a bit more generalized, but easier to fit in and out of who's ordering what, make them sit down and wait and fill things, and make it take longer till they get upset and leave with how long it's taking. Yeah, so it would have been a more chilled out game. Or if you really want a high paced game, maintain that, but make it less of a chill out cafe, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the art is absolutely stunning. It's very comfortable to play it, and there's a cat you can pet. So, I don't know if that affects your faith in humanity at all. Anyway, that is my rambling about the game design. I like the game. I think it does need a few design changes, for my personal opinion, which is worth exactly that. It's just a personal opinion. But I think this is a game that is worth playing. I'm going to play it some more. I suggest you do the same. Link is in the description. And that's all I'm going to ramble on about. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And goodbye.